The content first season is nigh, and here's your guide for traveling to China in general. You might need to watch this video until the end because I was scammed. Pre-planning takes about a month or two, but if you have the resources, we can zvakaringana kuembassy kwacho. Unotoswera out China in just 2 weeks. First things first, you need a passport. It's very obvious. But before you get too excited to tick it off your list, it has to be valid for at least 6 months upon entry, along with 2 blank pages for visa stamps. Alright, passport tonight. See code office. So I recommend you get your visa first before buying your flight tickets, especially around this time because of high volumes of applications. The process might take longer. Get your visa first to avoid disappointments. To get your Chinese mainland visa, you need to first fill out your application online. Don't worry if you can't DIY, there are agents who are ready to help you, but it's not just help, it's help, which could be anywhere from $30 to $80. Kune mavisa akasiyana-siyana, pane tourist, business, work, student. But in this video, we are focusing on the tourist single entry visa. It already needs $45. Under normal circumstances, your passport will be ready for collection within 4 working days. Once your visa has been issued, you can now safely plan for your trip. Kindly note, you have a 3-month window to enter. So for flight and bookings, unokwanisa agent, but ini trip.com, where you have the option to book your flight and hotel at once, and it really gives you a good discount. Who doesn't like a good discount? It's normally recommended to make your bookings at least a month before your departure date. In the past, I've booked about a week or 2 before my departure date. It wasn't exactly the cheapest. Make sure you're booking a round trip, otherwise you might risk being denied entry. Before making your booking, because China has a map of distribution. Research first which city is more favorable for your line of work because China is big. Zimbabwe, 25. And also, if you're going for business, I recommend you find a trustworthy supplier first who can help you find places to stay which are nearer to their factories. But if you're going for leisure, my biggest advice is to stay close to a metro station. It will make your commuting life easier. Make sure you have certain airport pickup, especially when you are big. Don't try to look for a taxi washika. If you're using trip.com, you can actually be covered from airport to hotel. The last thing you want is to be stranded in a foreign country where they don't speak Rurimi Rwamai. I tried to ring it the other time, but it ended up costing me more money. Time. Mental health child. Imagine I landed in Gwangju at 14:30, only to check into my hotel at 22:56. This could have just taken me 2 hours to experiment and 1 hour. But every dark cloud has a silver lining. That experience later led me to my greatest fighter, AMAP, which you can just use for daily commuting because ride hailing is kind of expensive. Plus, they don't take cash, so it's like the fare plus international bank charges. AMAP is your virtual angel. When you go to something like a local. I also recommend that you have a daily itinerary. This will help you make every day count. Know what you're planning to do for each day because it's better to reschedule plans than to completely forget. Now, this is the most complicated part about traveling to China if you don't speak any Chinese. Make sure you have an app for translation. However, most of these apps need you to have internet connection, so buy a SIM card as soon as you land. And please make sure you've downloaded VPN. Not just any VPN because I also recommend that you have a checklist of things you need to pack and also check the weather first so that you can pick accordingly. And don't just think China, whether Beijing. So make sure you pack accordingly. Flight tickets are the most expensive thing on your budgets. Accommodation and public transport are relatively cheap. For payments, you can use Visa or MasterCard or my international bank cards. I normally withdraw the amount of cash in RMB that I think I need to use so as to avoid my bank charges every time I swipe. And some of the cases, you might also find it convenient to use Alipay or WeChat, which can be linked to your Visa or MasterCard. If you have a funny tummy, stick to the basics. Anna, McDonald's or KFC. But if you're ready to rumble, try anything. Even. But I don't want you to miss out because their food has got so much flavor. You know what? Try one meal. So now that you're booked and ready, check your flight requirements from your baggage and check-in requirements, particularly what you can bring on board. There's also an issue Yema power banks. So to be safe, just make sure that they are flight approved or Triple C verified. No, not Triple C. China, what? Not here. Otherwise, you might risk leaving them at the airport. Some of the requirements vary depending on your airline of choice and your booking class as well. It's also recommended to check in online so that you'll be able to make my special diet requests or secure the seat of your choice. That's if you didn't pay the extra fees for seat selection. For some airlines, it's 48 hours before, while for others, it's 24 hours before the departure time. Because of the China arrival card. Guys, I was scammed. An arrival card is basically like something that you fill out to share my details ako nema immigration authorities kuti wasvika uchazogara pakati chichichichichichi. That's basically the arrival card. Chitori kuita check-in kuno ku Zimbabwe. I was told by check-in counter kuti zvenikurodachi my China arrival card, and now akufiliwachi online, not in person ikoko. Ndakadachi, alright, it's okay. How do I do this? You can just check online. Check online. The first website that popped up was iVisa something. I only then got to discover. So I was like, it's okay, fine. I don't want to pay, but let me just pay because I don't want any inconveniences. Pandinonoshiga. Ndasvika ndikuona kune kagroup kevanhu kakaungana vakuona vanhu vari busy kufila that China arrival card. Ndikati vasingaudza nawo kuti zveni China arrival card rakufiliwa online. Famatompinda muline pepe because vanga vachitopa vanhu if you are done with your China arrival card wangotopiwa like a first preference uchienda uchijamba queue uchienda kumberi. Tachamba queue taenda kumberi paipai. Ndiri kuona the rate at which vanhu vari kupedza kuapply arrival card zvavo. It just didn't make any sense for me kuti zveni munhu wese ari kuita arrival card rake ukoko ari kubhadhara that same amount of money. So then that led me to ask this question to the person angari pamberi pangu. Ndakati, did you do your China arrival card here or back home? Chikanzi, we did it here. And Ndakati, and how much did you guys pay? Chikanzi, are we supposed to pay anything? Oh, no, I'm just asking. I then asked another person. Did you pay for your national arrival card?
No.
Do you know that I had to pay $79? Yeah. I'm telling you. I did you Guys, I do believe that I was scammed. Anyways, this was January 2026. China arrival card. I would rather risk it. I highly recommend you watch other people's videos. It will give you a heads up of what to expect. Although everyone's experiences are different, there will always be commonalities. Above all, pray in every stage of your planning. The word of God says in Proverbs 3 verse 6, "In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths." If you've made it this far, I really hope you go to China, and I hope you find this video beneficial. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Sorry. Please subscribe. We want to get to 250 subscribers before the end of this month.